KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 6, and here's a live look around the state. Seeing some nice blue skies today, no snow falling as we speak, and in fact, most of the snow that we saw over last night and this morning has melted already out towards Williston, Minot, Dickinson, and Bismarck. Temperature-wise, low to mid-30s. Notice those winds, though, more out of the northwest today, but those will be shifting to more out of the southwest as we progress into the weekend and early next week. Temperatures right now, for the most part, sit in those low to mid-30s. A couple of warmer areas here or there. Seeing a 38 in Garrison, a 42 for Wolf Point, same thing down for Mobridge, but getting warmer as we move further along through the weekend, and maybe some 60s or 70s as we get into next week. Right now, we're just seeing some light flurry activity into our central locations. Nothing really to worry about as far as that is concerned. It'll push off towards east tonight, and that's going to be about it for moisture over the next several days. As we can see here, this is the precip forecast for the next 6 to 7 days, valid for this weekend through basically the entirety of next week, and absolutely nothing whatsoever. May see a few sprinkles towards Williston maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, but that's going to be about it, as I said, for precip for the next 7 days. And tomorrow morning's overnight lows getting back into the teens, as we can see here. So a bit chillier for us tomorrow morning. This is important because number one, it's going to be cold, but two, our road map right now shows good conditions for most locations, but there are some wet roads still lingering in our south central areas back towards the eastern tier. So as we get below freezing tonight and tomorrow morning, just be aware of that black ice concern, especially on some of those back roads if you are traveling early tomorrow morning. So where do we go from here? So the overall pattern shows this frontal passage right here that gave us those snow showers last night will continue to move off towards the eastern tier this evening into tomorrow. And this high pressure, which is pretty much dominating the entire western third of the country, will set up shop right about here or so. And as that happens, as I said, the winds will shift from out of the north to more out of the south on the backside of this high, making it much, much warmer over the duration of that next week, and maybe even a 70 as we get into Friday of next week. But for now, highs for the weekend, for the most part, sitting in those 50s. May even see a stray 60 out towards the west as we get into our Sunday. Monday, a bit chillier overall, seeing some mid-40s for Bismarck and Minot. But by Tuesday and Wednesday, some widespread 60s expected, maybe even some mid-60s for Wednesday for Bismarck and Minot, and maybe even a 70 as we push into Friday out towards the west and towards the south. Certainly possible as we get into the end of the week. Here's Williston's next 5 overall. Tomorrow, a high of 54. Much of the same for Sunday. Plenty of sun, though. 60s for Tuesday and Wednesday, and that trend should continue into our Thursday and Friday as well. And Dickinson's next several days, no chance for precip whatsoever over the next 5 days. We'll see some breeze from Monday, about 25, maybe 30 miles per hour at times, but 63 for Tuesday. Should be a very nice day. Plenty of sun there for the midweek next week. And looking at Minot's next several days, seeing those low 50s for the weekend. Monday, a little bit chillier overall, but again, 60s for Wednesday through Friday. Should be a very nice end to next week. No shot for precip right now for the next 7 days for the Magic City area. And again, mid 60s for Friday. Going to be very nice to end week next week. In Bismarck, tomorrow and Sunday, sitting near 55 or so degrees chillier from Monday, but again, getting nice and warm by the end of next week. 68 there for us 1 week from today, Joel.
If we can just hang on for maybe a day, maybe even 12 hours, or back to sweatshirt weather again.
Back to sweatshirt weather, maybe flip-flops or shorts in the next week. We'll see about that, of course.
Well, getting nicer by the day here. Yes. We'll enjoy it. Kenny, thanks so much. Coming up next in sports, we